Welcome back, fellow fighters. That was the old channel moniker I used for the audience, and now I'm thinking of using something new. I'll get into that in a little bit, but as you see here, there is an update that the Titans are back. I did just share this a couple videos ago that I did anticipate them to return anytime now before the season ended. What I'd like to do in this video is go over some things that you might want to complete before the season ends, and then take a look at some of the awesome stuff we're expected to get with T1000 and Madam Bo. There are 3 days left as of the time of this video to fight General Shao or Baraka. Both of these are really pretty easy to complete, that is Baraka and General Shao. I've defeated both of these in separate videos if you'd like to watch those as well in their recent uploads. If you haven't got all the Baraka pallets and you want to get them, now is definitely the time to do it. This is your last chance for a long time. Once the next season hits, Baraka's going to be off of this mesa and General Shao's going to take his place, and then we'll get the new fighter at this mesa. And just to be straight up with you, you can really uppercut both of these bosses over and over. I made an example out of that by not using a relic or talisman and uppercutted General Shao through the whole video. I can't share it enough that I'm thankful to have you all for an audience, and we're all in this together, and I hope that we keep getting content. And one thing I want to share is that I am so happy they keep adding stuff to characters and buffing them. Just a few examples off the top of my head: they buffed Tanya, they buffed Rain, they also buffed Sub-Zero and gave him a new move. Reiko's also getting some buffs as well. And that's not everyone. They even buffed Tremor as well. He turns into a solid rock that you can use to mount your character up on, and it looks like you can do an air attack off of it. Speaking of cameos, we will be getting Madam Bo. Everyone, I do want to share this. While we are in the cameo section, this season you really do not want to miss out on the Sector palette or the Cyrax palette if you like the MK1 skins for Sector and Cyrax, because they're both found in Invasions this season, and most likely you're not going to see them again until this rotation comes back, which is going to be seasons and seasons away. If it's going to repeat in the same fashion, it's probably going to be another 7 seasons. Also, don't forget the Ermac is also in the Invasions. I have a video up showing you where you can find all these rewards at as well. I've got everything I need, but I need to grab the Order of Darkness skin myself. I'll be doing that before Invasions ends. Now, this was shared in the combat cast today. That is Madam Bo and some of her powers that are coming in the game, and I'm pretty impressed by it. It reminds me of a mix of like Movado and Goro. She's going to have a low that reminds me of Movado, how he slides out. And then you can also enhance that to where Madam Bo's going to slide, then come out from the other side like Goro and punch on the enemy. So see, she jumps out and she starts punching like Goro would, but that came off of a slide similar to Movado. You'll notice the drink icon underneath Sub-Zero. She can offer drinks to your characters now. You can have up to a maximum of 3 drinks, which is when your character is wasted. And what this really does is let you forward dash a lot further or back dash a lot further. You will have to do an input to take the drink. It's really cool. You're going to get slammed and then you can maneuver your character to your advantage while being drunk. You can go forward, you can go backwards. It's giving you the extra distance to play with. And then Madam Bo, being your server, will cut you off after 3. She'll even cut out and just, nah, she ain't gonna serve you anymore. Honestly, it's really cool. I'm so happy to see it. I like Madam Bo's character. I was really hoping we would get Madam Bo for a long time now, and she's actually here as a playable cameo. Madam Bo wasn't showing up in the files for KP3. I really didn't see much speculation of Madam Bo being in the game. I was hoping Madam Bo would be in the game because she reminds me of Bo Raicho, but like a better version. Your character can imitate moves that Bo Raicho had. Your character can do like the belly flop that Bo Raicho did in Deadly Alliance. Your character can also barf on the enemy now, like Bo Raicho did in Mortal Kombat X in Deadly Alliance. It's really cool because Madam Bo has her own moves while also bringing back moves from Bo Raicho. It's a really neat mix-up. I know some people aren't a big fan of the cameos, but if you're a diehard Mortal Kombat fan, the cameo system was a brilliant idea to bring back all these iconic features into the game. I might be more excited for Madam Bo than T1000, which I'll also be getting into as well. I know I'm a little everywhere in this video, but for me it's wanting to share with you guys what I think is pretty big that you want to grab before we go into the next season, then highlighting some of the cool stuff that is coming. Now, there isn't any official patch notes yet, but it should be any day now because it's less than a week away. Now, Sub-Zero fans can also rejoice because he's got a freeze in the middle of a combo again. This is a new one, and then you can refreeze them and continue your combo. It's nice to see. I'm a Sub-Zero fan, so obviously I'm a little biased to this. I'm just excited to see it. I'm excited to see a lot of this stuff coming, and I have a feeling we have more coming. Also, I need to mention that Kenshi's getting more buffs as well. I don't think it's stretching it by looking too far into the game's lore and being surprised that Bihan is still getting buffs when the character's dead. But I do think it's awesome because I love Sub-Zero. I also made a video on the identity of the new Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat. If you have a theory, please let me know in the comments if you didn't already from the last video. Think about this, and it might be low-hanging fruit, but Sub-Zero is in Fortnite now and it's not just Sub-Zero, they put Bihan in there. If Bihan truly is done for a while, he made one hell of an impact for a one-game character. And yes, I know Bihan has been in several Mortal Kombat games before this one, but this is the first one they really fleshed him out and made him a big part of the story. And dude, it's just crazy now, because without Bihan in Mythologies 2 and having Kuai Liang and Frost take the centerpiece, I'm just messing with you. I just saw this fan art online and I had to throw it in here. Art shout out to Substantial Low 2320. This is their art piece. I thought it was pretty neat, just caught me off guard and I wanted to share it. And really quick, if you do any Mortal Kombat art, whether it's sketching or digitized, please share it. I love Mortal Kombat art. Yuzino is a fellow subscriber that did some fan art on me, and I absolutely love it. It's the first search that pops up in Google Images if you put in Scotty Combat now. I loved it so much I had to make it my profile picture. Now, if you guys want to know my thoughts on T1000, I'm really looking forward to him. I think the moves are very iconic. They did a good job capturing the moves from the movie and putting it into the game, especially with the fatality. He looks creative. I like how he can also travel on the ground as a goop, and then he can come down like air goop as well. One of my favorite moves so far is where the T1000 grabs you with his pole arm, and then he pulls his gun out and he walks and shoots you at the same time. Again, just a friendly reminder, guys, we only have 4 days left, and then we're going to enter a whole new season. Whatever seasonal coins you have left, spend them up because you're not going to be able to get them back. And a few simple purchases. I just spent 25,000 of these coins, most of them on brutalities. I don't know of anyone that has all of these purchases done now that we have the new brutalities in the game. For those that don't know, the brutalities are here every season. They don't go away, that's okay. It's the palettes that rotate. So for example, I really like this palette a lot for Takeda. I would like to get his new brutalities. Well, I already did get one up, but I'd still like to get his other one. But right now, I'm going to get this palette because I think it looks really good. And if I want to use it, I'm going to have to wait at least another 7 seasons most likely. That is when this shop returns, unless I get it now. I've already went through over 100,000 coins this season, and there's characters I'd like to have more for that I still haven't had enough to get for, like I haven't finished Noob Saibot, Cyrax, Ermac. Granted, these aren't my main characters. They are characters that I'd like to use eventually, but I still haven't had enough coins to use them on everyone. I know I ranted about that for a little bit. I'm just trying to let you know, use your coins up because we only have a few more days. I'm hitting this one really quick, guys. So we do have the St. Patty skins for Scorpion and Sub-Zero. The thing is, it's the novelty and how rare it is. You're only going to see these once a year if they do return. Me being a penny pincher on this, I'm like, hey, a bundle is 500. Why am I only getting 2 for 300? You're gouging me another 50 dragon crystals. I'm being nitpicky, and the only reason I'm not getting the Sub-Zero one, because I really would like to get it, is because T1000 is right around the corner, and I know we're going to get new stuff in the premium shop, and I have exactly 1,000 crystals on standby. Now, for those of you that like smoke, and especially like this skin, get ready to be excited because it's going to return this season. In a few days, we'll be in Sub-Zero season again, where you'll be able to get one of these Combat League skins. Unfortunately, the trend for players that weren't here to receive them earlier on or weren't able to obtain them when they were available, you can only get one palette right now. I would say it's most likely going to be this one, and this one might come at a later date. I say that because when we repeated Season 1, we got this Combat League skin, but we didn't get the other one. So the repeat seasons, again, are only giving one palette at a time per character instead of both. Same with Natara, she's got one palette and then they left the second palette out. I also forgot to mention Shao Kahn is another character that's going to be receiving a buff. In case I didn't mention Reiko, yes, Reiko also got a buff too. They enhanced his air grab in the air. I can't stress this one enough because I feel like a lot of us do the Towers of Time because there's usually some pretty good skins in there. This is the last one. Cyrax is at the very top and the movie Smoke is in the top 10%. I have to get that Smoke skin. As far as naming you guys as an audience, there's been some funny jokes like Scotty's Hotties. Early on, I called you all Earthrealmers, and then for a bit, I just felt like calling you fellow fighters because we are fellow fighters. If I say Scotty's Hotties, that's definitely going to be in good humor. Don't get me wrong. Y'all look great. You are fantastic. I appreciate the hell out of you. I mean that sincerely. Grab up these rewards. We're only a few days away. There's the Titan battles. There's the Towers of Time. Spend up those coins, and hopefully we get a shrine this next season. You guys have been so amazing in supporting me. My first year here on YouTube. Y'all have been showering me in compliments, and I appreciate you so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you live and or in the next video. Much love, everyone, and take care.